They had a bunch of roaches and I don't know what else, so we'll get there, do an inspection. It won't take but a few minutes. I'll show you how easy this is. These go real fast. I really love these. These are the easy ones. So stay tuned. One of the first things you want to do when you're going to bake at home is you want to close the door and lock it. Because there's been a bunch of cases. I got a friend, for example, that his brother was working on his home and some guys came in, robbed him and killed him. You got to be real careful when you're working on vacant homes. This is gonna be fairly easy, as long as I got enough daylight, because there's nothing in here besides the stuff that the guys are using to work. Now we can tell by this one, get you guys some lights. Look at that. That's nothing but feces from roaches. So they are terrible over here. And this is actually the kitchen area. I mean, at nighttime it has to be like crazy. So this has been an ongoing problem probably forever, but the tenants never addressed it. These other areas are just normal. Normally don't have that much going on in these areas, but it is possible. And that's only due to it being a bad infestation. Because normally they stay in the kitchen areas. But what happens is when they don't stay in the kitchen areas, they get into other areas because there's so many of them inside of the home. They don't have anywhere to go. But looking at this, the worst area is definitely gonna be the kitchen so far. This is the bathroom, and so I thought it wasn't any power in here, so it is power here. May not be that bad here, but I may not be able to tell because they've been working in that area. Let's go get some lights on in here. Another problem area. You guys see that light coming through the door. So they did say they have problems with rodents. That's one of the biggest reasons. So they can get right in. Get the light on here. Bedrooms. Nothing out of the ordinary. Now sometimes you do have issues where it's really roach infested, but once they come in and paint everything, you can't tell where those areas are. Normally at the top of the walls, you get all those specks like I showed you earlier. Another bathroom. Hard to say in here. Yeah. Oh, we see droplets. There we go. Droplets in the tub. Now, it could be from roof rats. They could be going up the walls or down the walls and coming out of those areas. So I document all that for the owners to let them know. And I do that to cover myself also. I'm sure we're gonna find a bunch of them in here. Yep, get my light. Yep, droppings. And I'm sure they just probably coming down the attic, going through the, whoa, look up there, guys. Oh yeah. So there's definitely a rat issue here. No big deal in the bedrooms. So we got a couple different ways we're gonna deal with this. But But the most important thing to do is, a bunch of droppers in there too, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a bunch of droppers. I actually give the tenant, not tenant, I'm gonna get the owner a call, or the property management company in this case. I'm sure this is where the biggest of the problems coming from here. So as soon as we get up here, first thing you guys see, and I smell a bunch of urine up here. So it's definitely infested with rats. That needs to be screened in, that vent. Sure you guys can't see that, but it definitely needs to be screened in. Sure the other end is going to be the same way. I'm going to try to look from the outside. I don't even have to go any further. This is a health hazard because you don't want to breathe this stuff in. So I'm going back down. I walked right past this, guys. I didn't even notice. The side of the kitchen area. That's all feces. It's pretty bad. So it came down from here, so rats have been in this area some type of way. I don't know how long it's been vacant, but I'm about to call the property management company and tell them this is the ongoing service. This is not going to be one of those we come in and fix the problem. You got issues like that hole. The wood is just deteriorating around the home. You notice like right there, that vent's going to need sealing up. And of course you got the trees that hang over. And that can be bigger animals, larger animals. So you're gonna have to address that also. Areas like that, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's open also. That's gonna cause a whole bunch of critters. But I mean, that's kind of normal in some areas. But you just want to close the house up. That way you don't have to worry about those critters trying to get in. So like the vines going up, that's not good. They can travel right up that also. There where the wire's pulling loose, but now that wouldn't be anything that I would advise anybody to work on. That's not, you know, don't know what they're doing when they're dealing with that. That's not anything I would touch at all. Then I would say that needs to be closed, but hey, you know, they're actually working on it right now. That open, they can just go right in there. And again, this tree, they just go right up this tree. It's just, I mean, it's perfect for rodents and everything. It's the vent that I showed you guys in the attic that I know has an opening, but this is not good either. You always want to cut all this stuff back. And again, like I said, that. All right, I just talked with the owner, new owner. So this guy, I've been dealing with him for, matter of fact, long as I've been doing this, and well, as long as I've been doing it for myself, let's take that back. As long as I've been dealing with myself, I've been dealing with him, and he always called me when they get a new property or whatever case might be. And I figured this was a new property because I know they don't let their houses get like that. But this is a new property, and I informed him that I would like for him to come out, or his father's in this business also. They rehab houses, manage them, sell them, whatever the case might be. And I know his father from when I worked at AT&T. He used to work next door at a store next door to me. He used to be a manager there. I've been knowing him for some years. So I ended up telling him that we're gonna go back out tomorrow. He's gonna probably meet me, or his father's gonna meet me. Someone's gonna meet me there, and I want to point out like basically everything I point out to you guys, because here's the deal. A lot of companies won't let you know this. They'll just say, okay, let me come in, let me do what I do. I'm gonna do what you asked me to do. And when the situation is not getting any better, that's when they tell you about all the things that I just told you, because they're just trying to make a dollar in a lot of cases. But in my case, I want to be real thorough. I want to point out everything. And as he told me, he said, I called you because I needed a professional opinion. And then, you know, I felt great by him saying that, because I don't look at it as being a professional. Maybe that's what it is. I look at it as just doing my job. But the thing is, you want to go ahead and address the situation, try to get the situation cleared up. You don't want to put a Band-Aid on it. So he's going to come out and meet me tomorrow. Maybe his father, maybe some of his crew. And we're just going to go from there, and we're going to get this whole thing situated, because it's a bunch of entry points that's going to have to be taken care of and addressed before we can actually do anything about the rodents. Now, we can do some temporary things that'll kind of I guess what you would say, Band-Aid in a sense, but it'll slow them up. But that's going to be part of the process that I'm going to use anyway. I got several different things I'm going to do because we want to get that population down as much as we possibly can. And once we get the population down, while getting the population down, they're going to be in the process of getting this thing sealed up. I think he said they should probably be ready for someone to get in this house in the next, well, June 1st. And today is the May 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, one of the days. I don't know. My days run together, but May 3rd, I think. So he's gonna go ahead and get them on that. And he said they probably, the work they got to do, and you guys can see it's quite a bit of work. They'll have it done in a week, but he has a nice crew. They get out there and do what they need to do. And after that, you know, they just got to pass code. So I'm gonna do my best to work with them to get this situation taken care of. And it'll probably be ongoing for the next 2 to 3 months, and maybe a little bit longer. I don't know, but I'll keep you guys updated on it. I'll try to keep you guys updated on it. It just depends on what we have going on, but hopefully I can get it taken care of, you know, in the next 30 days. We're gonna see how it goes, but it's just a matter of, you know, I would say them working with me, but he always worked with me on everything we need to do anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I want to thank you guys for riding with me today. This has been another episode of Day in Life of Corey. Thanks for watching.